Awesome.
Okay. Right.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful. So just going to begin just grounding the energy that wants to come through, asking for a card from this deck to open the space for Roger's Akashic Records facilitation today. Isn't that crazy? Look, so you said your guides were like, this is like the right time. And literally the card is like fated meeting. That's crazy. Yeah. So, all right. I guess it's just confirmation, and it feels very, yeah. It's all is exactly as it's meant to be. So that's beautiful. So the way that I basically facilitate opening the records is I'm going to kind of go through a little bit of a spoken invocation and then go through an internal process, and then we'll just go with the flow. I just take a few minutes to kind of feel the energy in your records first, and then we'll just see what comes through. It's always perfect, and it's always as it's meant to be. All right, so before we dive in, I just want to confirm Roger Burnley is the name that you most resonate with right now.
Yes.
All right, beautiful. Okay, and for most of the session, I will have my eyes closed just so I can like see better. But know that I am fully present with you. If you have any questions, feel free to jump in. Yeah. All right. So we're just gonna take a moment to align our energies together. So we'll take 3 deep breaths together. So taking a deep inhale. And an exhale through the mouth. Just really allowing the heart energy to be centered, to be grounded, allowing the flow of information with ease and grace, and taking another deep inhale. And an exhale through the mouth. Letting go of any expectations, letting go of any attachments to knowing, surrendering any desires, just being fully present in the present moment. And one last final deep inhale, the deepest you've taken all day. And an exhale. We call in the masters, the teachers, the guides, the angels, the loved ones, the star nations, star council, star beings, only of the highest truth and compassion, to open space today and assist us in this time in Roger's Akashic Records, trusting that in this space of the highest vibration, we are always safe, always protected, and that only love and light exists. And as I stand at the gates to your records, Roger, do I have permission to enter?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, the records are now open. The records are now open. The records are now open. Just going to take a moment to Greet your record keepers. Your record keepers very clearly say they're glad to, they're happy that you're back. There is this energy of like excitement. There is like a bubbling energy. Okay, so let's ask what's the if there are any messages that want to come through first for Roger before we ask anything else, please let us know. Yeah, so the way the information comes through is sometimes through body sensations, sometimes through images, sometimes through words. Also, sometimes they choose to kind of download the information to you. So you may start to feel certain sensations in your body or see certain images or hear certain words. Know that it is all perfect and that we are co-creating this space together in multiple dimensions. They felt that this is just important to verbalize. So the first, so there's a certain energy alignment that is being done to your energy in this moment. And it has been happening for some time. It feels like there is, it's almost like an energy of completion. It's like they're packing things up almost, like putting the final puzzle pieces into place. Lots of light language, lots of coding is, I see lots of coding here. It's like a swirling disc of codes around your head. Most of your star family is, what's the word? They say we come from many places. It's like a collective, but it's a very, it has a very strong Atlantean energy. Yes, but it's a very, very big collective. From several, they say like a multiverse. It's Atlantis, but there's like a multiverse of that collective that exists in parallel dimensions. And it's almost like they are downloading this information like from the multiverse into this disc that is around your head. So they just say that this sometimes can be physically overwhelming in the physical body. But they say because this is almost at an energy of completion now, especially today, actually, on the solstice, there is a huge energy of completion. It feels almost, it's interesting, it feels like completion from different lifetimes, things that were not finished, different codings and things that were not finished, that were at the time too overwhelming for the vibration of the vessel that you had in that lifetime. And it's now they say it is the perfect time and place to integrate all of these lifetimes into one. You're just kind of, there's a movement of energy around your left eye, it feels like a feminine energy integration. Yes, it's like a spiral on the left-hand side, integrating, they say it's feminine vision, to be able to see the path of least resistance. That's what they say. That's interesting. Integrating feminine energy vision to be able to see the path of least resistance. They say it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard. There's nothing to be earned. And so this this integration is helping you kind of ground that into the awareness, the conscious awareness. Your your record keepers and your guides are very what's the word? Are very vocal. Like they're like, we have so much to say. So much to say. It's almost like, guys, I need to like one by one. Okay. All right. So let's give space. Let's allow space for you to ask anything specific that you want.
It's pretty much been done. They told me before what was going to happen, and I knew that. So, okay. The current format, or the way that I'm thinking I'm going about this, is that does that feel aligned to the highest good, to the highest place, the currently the new direction, the direction I put in place? That would really be it.
Okay, let's ask. So let's ask, are the current actions, the current energies, the current directions that Roger is aligning with, are they those that will most serve him in this moment? Or yes, yes. So this, they're showing me like this, what is that? It's like a labyrinth. It feels like there has been a long time where it felt like you were like going around in circles, or not even circles. It's like feeling like you're almost there, and then looking back and then seeing that you're actually moved further away. Like it is in a labyrinth. You feel like you're walking towards the center, but then it takes a turn and you find yourself on the edge of it. So they say there has been a lot of that energy recently. Well, relatively recently, they say. It's a pattern that is what's the word, that has like spilled over, they say, spilled over from different lifetimes. That energy of walking in the labyrinth and feeling that you're moving away from your purpose, from your direction. But they say that with this clearing of energy that has been happening, with this download of like finding the path of least resistance, it is no longer a labyrinth that you are walking through. Now it feels like they're showing me this labyrinth is like the center of it is extending out into a pathway, and it's just a path now. So they say you were always on the path. It's just that sometimes you felt you needed to choose the hard way. That served for a time because it provided growth and it provided learning. There was also a lot of, it feels like karmic release that was happening. But they say that is complete. Now your path is a straight one. And again, the destination is, you say it's that which you desire. From the 5D and above perspective that the records operate in, there essentially is no destination, because there is no time, there is no space. It is just the energy of growth and expansion is what they show me as expansion. And they say you feel that now, you feel that spark, you feel that growth. Sometimes they say you feel that you are much larger than your physical body. They say that is very true. Your energy, what's the word? Your energy encompasses a much larger diameter than this physical vessel. And for that specific reason, your contact with certain people creates like a ripple effect in their lives, just by the mere contact between like your energy field and their energy field. Yes, they say we are trying to say that it is that simple. It doesn't have to be so hard. It is by the mere existence of this energy of expansion, this feeling of growth. It is that feeling that creates change rather than the specific human perception of actions, but it is rather the energy that is behind them. So they really encourage you to continue connecting deeper to that feeling of expansion, that feeling of remembering the infinite being that you are, remembering that it is truly, truly, it is truly easy, and there is nothing that has to be done, but it is a state of being that is what is required. Does that resonate?
Perfectly. You'll see.
Okay. Is there anything else that you wish to inquire about?
They tell me to stop.
As they were saying the same thing, they were like, he's complete, by the way, like, but I didn't want, I was like, guys, just hold on, like, what the heck?
Okay.
So okay, so they say rather than words, there is a they would like to support you with a deeper integration of the energies that are happening right now, that will assist in accelerating, they say accelerating puzzle pieces falling into place, accelerating the attraction of certain people and certain situations to yourself. It is all going to happen, they say, but sometimes it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of a push, because you are ready for it, they say. Okay, so let's ask, how are we going to facilitate this this integration support? This is very interesting. They show me they're showing me a lifetime that's interesting, that it's an Egyptian lifetime of yours, where you were you were one of the priests that were responsible for mummifying the mummies, basically, the dead bodies. and it's almost like it's like a high priest energy, very, very powerful. Wow. So, and you're responsible for the like the process of extracting the brain through the nose, like that part of emptying the head cavity before mummification. And that was, they say that was the highest of honors because it was like extracting the physical operating system, they call it, of the being before placing it. Yes, for some reason, they felt that you really needed to hear that. Yeah. Mm, yeah, there's so much love for you in that space. Yes, it's that life that wants to integrate. Yes, a lot of when I'm feeling chills all over my body, a lot of the people that, the other priests that you created ritual with have chosen to incarnate together again. It is like a soul pod, like a soul family. And it is now the time to return to, they say we're going to do a different type of brain extraction this time. This time it is not mummifying the dead, but it is awakening the living. They say in many ways it is the same. It is a process of creating eternity. It is a process of capturing the essence, the soul. Yes. So, yes, they say with this remembrance, you have integrated
Yeah.
that part. Yes, they say it's complete. Oh, I've never had such a beautiful life come up. It's it feels very familiar too. It's like I recognize your energy. Yeah. Yeah, there is a strong call as well to put the energy out there to physically visit Egypt. They say you can also do that, or you already do that, like multidimensionally. And if it aligns, it would be a great enhancement, they call it, to physically create a physical remembrance of your life in Egypt. There's a specific temple that they want you to etherically connect to until you are able to physically be there. Let me just, yeah, it's the Temple of Horus. It's the Temple of Horus. Yes, there is a there is a room in that temple towards the end. It's where you used to perform those rituals. They say just connect to it etherically. And there is an engraving of Isis and Osiris on the wall on the left. Yes, it's the Holy of Holies in that temple. The Holy of Holies and the Temple of Horus, they say to connect etherically to that space.
Why does Joshua keep coming up?
Yeshua. Yes. Yes. So they say the energy of Yeshua is the same energy as the energy of Osiris. It is all one. He is the sun who comes back to life. So it is in that same energy of resurrection. They say, yes, the energy of resurrection. In the same way that Osiris was resurrected, in the same way that Yeshua was resurrected. This is the time of resurrection right now, and there is a strong aspect of the Christ consciousness, not in the biblical sense, but in the
yes,
sense of oneness. Yes, of course, you understand. And it is that Christ consciousness energy that is held in the concept of Yeshua, the concept of Osiris. And it is the work that you are doing in the various dimensions that is assisting in bringing forth this Christ consciousness, which is the integration of the concept of eternity, the concept of infinity, the concept that we never die, we are always reborn over and over. They say your own life was a strong reflection of resurrection, always reborn, always seemingly dying, but being reborn. And that is why you hold that that very strong signature of resurrection, because you rise again all the time. Let me pull another card. So it's just another confirmation of what we were talking about. The card is called Up in the Air, and it has like an air balloon that is flying away, but the card was actually reversed, so it appeared like this. And when it appears like that, it means that things are not up in the air anymore, and things are being grounded. So again, just confirmation, and it's also, the card is the number 18, which is the number 9 numerologically, which is again, 9 is an energy of completion.
Is there any particular thing that I should or could do now that would enhance it all, and especially the belief?
Okay. So tell me more when you say the belief.
It's probably done. They're telling me that it's pretty much done, but it was my what I my guides have said. I was meant to help others at this time, specifically move through fear and doubt. Is there more, or is that just where it should be? Is just if there's anything that comes through on around that?
Yeah. So, okay, I'll ask the question and tell me if it resonates. So we ask if there is anything that wants to come through with regards to the most aligned way through which Roger should be supporting or can be supporting and being of service to others. Yes. They say the greatest service you can do to others is the service that you do to yourself. So they say that as you move through blockages within yourself, it is like you are being provided the lock and the key to that energy as you unlock it within yourself, and it is it is almost like you have like there are waves of fear and doubt that sometimes come, but with each level that you unlock, that will allow you to give an even deeper level of service to others as you unlock it within yourself first. They say always the self first, always the self first, and then almost automatically it's like I can hear it, it like clicks in place, and then you can it is almost natural that it then becomes the way that you are of service after you have already mastered it within yourself. So they say there is an ebb and flow. There is an ebb and flow to serving others. There is a time to serve self when we are in the depths of our emotions, in sometimes people call the dark night of the soul. This is the ultimate service to self, and then there is an ebb that is then meant to bring forth that energy and raise it up and out to the collective. So they say there is it is not necessary to attach certain labels as to the way that you should or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because it is an ebb and flow that is a reflection of what is going on within you. So to allow that to just be, they
Mm-hmm.
say you will many phases, um, many types of service, and uh, in that change, there is also mm, the teaching, the learning to let go of
Mm-hmm.
labels, to let go of a specific identity, because they say identities are made to be broken down.
Mm-hmm.
So the harder we grasp an identity, the quicker it breaks. And so they say there is grace in letting go of
Mm-hmm.
identity, understanding that you are of service just by being. You are of service by being of service to yourself before others, and the others will then come naturally because there is no separation. You are them and they are you. And to again, um, uh, they say just like breathe out any labels
Mm-hmm.
and just know that you are all that you need to be. Um, there is no specific. They say we understand the concept of wanting to identify with a niche
Mm-hmm.
or a certain to create uh, a what do they call it? To create a business, they say.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Right.
I invite you to entertain the possibility that you are the niche.
Mm-hmm.
It is people who are attracted to your energy rather than what you do. Are is is who are those who are going to be your niche. Um, yes. So they say to yes, to focus more on that.
I like 2012. I'd like them to speak on that and my questioning of it and going back and forth, and so whatever comes through with that.
2012. Okay. So let's ask, is there anything specific about the year 2012 that any information or messages that will serve Roger to know in order to align with his best and highest good in this present moment? Okay.
Mm.
Okay, so they say that, and I'm just going to say it like I'm hearing it. So in 2012, there is or there was an occurrence that we as humans call like a walk-in
Mhm.
walk-in experience, where it feels like there is an energy either of a parallel you
Mhm.
or a guide of who is basically a higher aspect of you
Mhm. Mhm.
that chose to integrate sometime in that year. Um, and so it is, they show me like a merging of two souls
Mhm.
inside you. And that created, um, it feels like there was a lot of disruption.
Mhm.
Um, it feels like you were, like sometimes you felt like you were not yourself. that you were being like, what's the word? Extracted from your reality. Yes, but they say there are different types of walk-ins. There are ones that come in and completely replace the soul of the original vessel through a contract, through an agreement. It is all of free will. And there are other walk-ins who have chosen as a contract to come in and integrate with the current soul in order to provide an intimate form of support from both sides, support to you in order to move through some of the very difficult, challenging times of growth, and also to provide support to the walk-in soul, because this time that we are going through is one which many souls desire to experience. It is like the fast track to ascension, and so it is. It is a contract that many souls have chosen to kind of what's the word? They show me like holding hands in this experience. So they say this is what happened, and that energy is still there, but it is more of like a harmonious existence right now. It's not like there are two of you, but it is more like there is you and there is you. And they're friends. They're no longer trying to like push each other out. Is that, wasn't it?
Yes, completely.
Great. Yeah, they say 2012 was a year when several people had walk-in integrations. Yes, so, and they also want to bring to your awareness that because you have this energy signature of the walk-in, or of a walk-in, you will come in contact with many others who have the same energy signature. Yes, so they just say to keep that in your awareness.
Tomorrow. Is there my significance of tomorrow, of what I'm doing, meant to do, or anything that might come through with that?
Yes. So even, it's interesting, even before you were going to ask that question, they were bringing forth, you were reminding you of how important your voice is, and not just your physical voice, but your written voice, they call it. It's interesting. But your written word, but also the what's, tell me, make it easy. I can't say this. Tell me. The way that you extrapolate your energy, they say. Extrapolate your voice, extrapolate your words. It is all about like this energy of expansion again that they were referring to. So yes, tomorrow is a huge energy of expansion. It is that extrapolating your voice, extrapolating your message, and they keep like pushing outwards, like a big megaphone. They show me.
Yes.
So yeah, that's it's a very, very expansive, and they say they want you to stay in that energy,
Mhm,
stay, and they're going to be bringing you more experiences, more opportunities that will allow you to continuously feel that you are extrapolating your energy outside. Um, yes, you see, so many people are wanting to hear
mhm,
what you have to say, even some who don't know it yet,
mhm,
when they listen. And that is why it is important to just put yourself out there, and whoever is meant to listen will listen. Like you have a very, what's the word? It's like a projector energy. Like I don't know your human design, but I would.
mhm.
Do you know your human design?
No. Mhm,
Yeah, I would invite you to explore that. And it's just basically through entering your birth date and time. And there are
mhm,
different types of human design, but the way that your kind of projects, it feels like
mhm,
you project energy out and then things come in. Like this is how you manifest.
mm,
You don't necessarily call the thing in, but you need
mhm.
to first project your energy out in the right vibration, like with the
Right.
right vibration, and
Mhm,
then what you want is going to come back. Um, so they say that these opportunities that you have to speak, to show yourself, to write, to be out there. This is all part of your energy being put
mhm,
outside. It's like a they show me like a radio signal. It's like beep 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 beep. Like
mhm,
you send out
mhm,
these radio signals, and then you get like replies,
mhm.
response. Um, yes. Do you write light language?
Yeah. I it's so fascinating. I started with automatic writing.
Mhm.
Mm,
Yes.
mm,
Yeah. Automatic writing, definitely. And I wouldn't be surprised if you start, um, yeah, like seeing codes or writing codes. It
mm,
feels like you will first like write codes. I feel
mhm,
that that's it feels like that is the path of least resistance for you. Like writing is an easier path than vocalizing
mhm,
is when it comes to things that are what's the word?
mm,
A lit- not yet fully kind of integrated. Like the light
mhm,
codes integrate first through writing, and
mhm,
then they integrate through vocalization.
mhm.
They say
That's
you've
a,
already been integrating them in dreams,
mhm.
but now it's yeah, it's time to bring them out in the physical. We're gonna ask something.
Mm.
No.
Okay, no, I do have something. Okay, so for the last, I don't know, months, several months, I would feel like I was just shifting into another dimension, and then I'd be nervous, and then I'd calm down, and then it would happen again, and I would feel like, okay, now I'm in this place, and now it feels like, okay, now that's feels somewhat complete. Let's see if
Mhm.
that what comes up with that, or if that maybe
Mhm.
that was the completion that we were speaking of.
Yeah, yeah, let's ask. Yes. So definitely they again bring awareness to that walk-in experience. Um especially in the last 3 years, they say,
Mhm,
there has been like an uptick
mhm,
of that feeling of you're in and then you're out and then you're in and
mhm,
then you're out. Um, and Yes, it is just an integration that
mhm,
was happening, but now it feels like you've fully landed in your body,
mhm,
um, and just fully landed. Like they show me like roots coming out of your feet, like just
mhm,
grounded. There's also a sense of mm, there's a sense of safety that needed to be integrated. It almost feels like
mhm,
there's residual energy of like not safe to be alive, that it is not safe to be here.
mhm,
Um, Feels like there were several like traumatic lifetimes on Earth
mhm,
where things ended badly, and it's this almost like a DNA memory of
mhm,
the fact that it's not safe to
mhm.
exist here. It was like your soul was like in and out, in and out. Um, but now you have ground. It feels safer. Um, you Yes, it feels safe. They say you feel safe. Um, yes, and a big part of it is also to do with that attraction of your soul family, the soul pod that is coming together. It feels like for a long time, it felt like you were doing things on your own,
Mhm.
but now it doesn't feel like that so much. And you can see that there is a collective mission, that there is something that not only you are working towards, but millions of others are too. And it is that feeling of like a protective tribe almost, that has helped you like ground and integrate um, right now. Mm. Yeah, they say you are capable of so much, Roger.
Mhm, mhm.
So much.
Why do I keep being led to and together Einstein and Tesla?
Mm-hmm. Let's ask. Is there anything about Einstein or Tesla? Any information, guidance, energy that wants to come through for Roger today that will serve him in his best and highest good? Yes. So we say Einstein and Tesla were multi-dimensional beings, as we all are, but the difference is that um, they were very skilled at downloading
Mhm,
information from
mhm,
the ethers. Um, and it is a skill that you have, they were actually downloading information from the Akashic records.
Mhm.
Um, and so they bring forth this energy to remind you that sometimes a spiritual existence doesn't need to look in the way that people think it should look like.
Mhm.
We are all spiritual beings, and we can all access that which is beyond this dimension and create um, a huge ripple effect that expands generations and generations and generations. Um, yes, and so they say that in the same way that they were accessing multidimensional information, you have the same skill to bring that forth and to really let go of what that looks like,
Mhm.
um, because it can look like anything beyond the human imagination, because how limited that human imagination is. But when really surrendering what information you download and to just let it be,
Mhm.
and to be open to the possibility that uh, being of service can look very different
Mhm.
from what you originally perceive it looks like.
What, Edgar Casey?
It's the same. So these, so it's the thread is like the Akashic records,
Mhm.
um,
So we're
and it
okay.
feels like, so this is like your invitation
Mhm.
to begin downloading information from your Akashic records. Um, they say he's already done this millions and millions of times.
Mhm.
Like you know how to download that type of information from the records. Um, yes, and so these people, um, these energies are coming up for you as reminders
Mhm.
that the records are wide open to whoever chooses to connect with them. And it feels like they also are acting as guides to you
Mhm. Mhm.
um, in order to assist you to facilitate doing that. Yes, they are definitely strong guides of
Mhm.
yours. So to, yes, they say to cultivate a relationship with them,
Mhm.
to perhaps even ask them how did they access their records, or if they can, what's the word? They say if they can, or they are your mentors, and to
Mhm.
really come in a space of, yes, they show me like this council table, and from like the earthly realm, there is Edgar Casey and
Was that the
Tesla
two
and
thousand?
Einstein. I'm
Was that the
sorry.
2000? Was that the 2005 dream?
It feels like that was a personal experience. They don't want me to connect to
Okay.
that.
Perfect. 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 Perfect.
So yes, so to
Mhm.
connect to their energies as a council and to have that conversation to cultivate that relationship because they are very present
Mhm.
around you. Yes. Yeah, they're also very lighthearted. They're like, he doesn't
Mhm.
have to be so serious about it.
Mhm. I judge my lightheartedness.
Mm. Yes, because it doesn't feel like it. People will
Mm-hmm.
take you seriously, or it's
Mm-hmm.
professional.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they say it's very silly.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom is a strong guide of yours as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm. Just really, really proud of you. Mm.
Mm.
Yes, very proud of you. It's funny. I think there's something to do with that lightheartedness with
Mm-hmm.
your mom. It seems like she's saying, like now that she's on the other side, she is like blown away by how
Mm-hmm.
futile everything is, and
Mm-hmm.
it feels like she's yes, she's learned to like really live lightheartedly, and understanding that the concept of seriousness is unnecessary.
I understand why the times got changed today. I know.
Yeah, it's always perfect.
Mm-hmm. Now I get that I'm supposed to show you what you did. Is that
Okay.
that's what that's what's coming through. That's what that way. I don't know if that makes any sense, if that's anything there, but that's they don't want to tell me anything else. That's I get it. I get it. I understand. I know. Okay, fine.
Oh.
I know. Okay. I gotta do it. Okay. All right. Mm. I I feel I feel better prepared for tomorrow, and I feel like I'm supposed to spend the day downloading and integrating. And let's see if I'm on track here.
Yes, definitely.
Mhm,
Yes, they say to make it easy.
mhm,
Um, yes, you
mhm,
already have exactly what you need. So
mhm,
it's just a matter of they say to slow down,
mhm.
just slow all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had this urgency going on.
Interesting.
Mhm,
Yes. They say slowing all the way down will allow you to get things done faster.
mhm, mhm, mhm. Oh, was my interpretation about my feet and today, was that accurate? Did, did that inform me as I thought it did? I'm not
Mhm.
sure.
Let's ask. Is there anything related to Roger's feet today? Any messages, any guidance that wants to come through? Um, okay, so they say your feet were a reflection of
Mhm,
your, what's the word? The start of moving forward.
mhm,
Um, it feels like there was some energy being cleared over there. Um, but feet are a symbol of moving forward.
mhm,
Um, and so they say yes. You,
mhm,
um, they say yes, you got it.
mhm.
Mhm. There's something else with that. So there, there is a your body is creating experiences to
Mhm.
allow you to communicate to it. Um, so it's like your body is speaking to you and wants you to listen.
Mhm, mhm,
Yes. So they say that's enough. Don't tell him
mhm.
anymore.
That's what, okay.
Mm.
Mm. Hmm.
Do you feel complete?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Okay, now wait a minute. Okay, now I have to do this in order. So, because you'll remember the words, the first words you said were about, no, let me go back. Okay, so when I came back, I had to go to, no, go back to this morning. Okay, I had to get up this morning, early this morning for a meeting at 7 my time because I was meeting with these folks in
Just
Israel. So,
1 second, just 1 second.
oh,
If you're, I just want to close your records if we're
oh,
not
oh,
getting there.
oh, 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 great. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, no, you're good. I just want to take a moment to,
Slow down.
yes, to slow down, just breathe.
Hmm.
And we give infinite gratitude and infinite love to all the masters, teachers, guides, angels, loved ones, star nations, star beings, star councils, benevolent ancestors, all beings of the highest truth and compassion who have facilitated this time in Roger's records today. And we thank the record keepers for allowing us into this sacred space and allowing the highest vibrational information and energy to flow through. And we thank them for allowing us to experience that which is beyond our dimension, sending them infinite love and gratitude, always. And we ask that they now close Roger's records, allowing any further integration, healing, clearing that needs to be complete with ease and grace. The records are now closed. The records are now closed. The records are now closed. Yeah,
Okay.
so this morning,
I did a meeting and with I was very with Tanara of this group in Israel that I'm putting my music stuff up because I said I can't do this. I have to give what I've developed over these years, but I can't focus my time in that direction. So, and I need to give it to someone, have someone else do it. I created all this stuff. So I had Faisal, my assistant, he's doing my YouTube stuff. So I had him in the meeting this morning. I said, okay, now you're going to take over. You've got to do all of this because I've created all this work and this is my legacy and I've got to leave it with all these folks, but I don't have time because I got to do this other thing now. I have to focus on that.
yeah.
Okay. You didn't know this. I don't think you know you didn't know. I didn't because I did not copy. I just told Cheryl and Liz this.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to them at all today.
Okay, so this was a while ago. It was a couple, but I don't know when I told them. Maybe it was a month or more ago. I said, okay, I said I have to step away. I have to figure stuff out because too much is coming through now, and I can no longer deny that what's happening. So a couple of months ago, I'm walking, and I hear my guide say to me, "We gave you everything you needed to know in 2012." I said, that's not possible. I said that, and I'm thinking this is crazy. And I come back to, and this came up because I had been looking at one thing happened. I was looking at my email and where I usually have my messages. When I write them every day, I put them, they go into Any Advice for Today, which is a site that I had them published on. But then at the bottom, I had another folder that said Wilhelm. I go, why is that there? And I couldn't figure it out. And I'm thinking, maybe it was when my other assistant, when we first set all this up, maybe he did that and we set it and we changed, places where we used to host them. It could have been a number of things. I don't know. But when I'm looking at them, they were all 2000, mostly 2012, some 2011, but I'm going, what? And then the next morning I got up, a couple of days later, I get up and I'm still hearing this and I'm trying to deny it. And then I was late because I had a very early meeting and I didn't have time to do my normal meditation and writing and all that, which I've always done. And they said, my guy said, don't worry, just go and pull one from 2012. It'll be appropriate for today. And so I did that. I put it out there, and then it was weird because then Stan said, because we had been working on something and he was going through the night before, and this was the perfect message for him. Then I said, but this couldn't be possible. How could I not know this? And they said, you were supposed to do it now. So this went on for a while. Then I'm walking around, then something said, come back and look up what 2012 was. And then I did, and I started finding all this other information. There was something called the 2012 phenomenon, which you started to say that several people, that's what you were saying, came through.
Snap.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Wow.
there's more. And you started off with saying perfect, right? That's what you started with. And that's what the message was for today from 2012 on this date. What they have been doing is showing me for the last several days, because they said your purpose here is to help. You did your stuff. You've cleaned out all this stuff earlier in your life, but at this point, you're supposed to help others move through this dimension, this transit, and help them move through their fear and doubt. because you've had all
Mm,
of it. You've had it, the entire time.
mm,
So I kept
wow.
going through this and I kept doubting and I kept saying, no, this is, I couldn't be me. And I did that. Why me? So then I said, okay, I've got to do what I say to my clients. If you doubt something, do it and see if it's there. And I got it. So I did. So we got involved and I said, okay, I'm going to create a program. It's called 4 weeks to your best life. And let's see.
Mm,
And I'm just going to get people in there. I'm just going to do it right away. And I said, I can't wait, because if I wait until January, I wouldn't do it. I would talk myself out of it. But then it was
mm,
beyond that. They said, no, you're supposed to do it now. The solstice is when this was supposed to come together. So it's tomorrow.
um,
Last week they told me, I knew there's a full moon coming. They said, no, we don't want you to do the session on the full moon. We want you to do it on the solstice, because this will be a
um,
completion. You said, yeah, yeah,
yikes.
and so then I'm thinking, okay, and they said, and then they talked about you, and then they said, we're going to have something for you tomorrow, because I said, we have an event arranged. We arranged all of this, and we orchestrated all of this, you see, because we had
Mm,
Roger go to his doctor first
wow.
to check on his foot, and the doctor says, you're healed. And I go, oh. And I took that to mean it was my life. It was all of that felt.
Yeah.
When he said, I came home and I said to Stan, I said, I've arrived. I called him up, I said,
Wow.
I've arrived, I'm healed. Then
Mm,
this morning, I did this. Let me show you what this was. What
wow.
okay. I have to, I'm going to share my
I
screen
think you'll
because,
be able to, yeah.
okay, because you won't be
It's
able
funny,
to
I was
see
remembering
it.
how yeah, they were showing me like roots from your feet, like you're
Mm.
grounded
Well,
now.
there's so much in there, because I have been resisting forever, and I've had so many problems and surgeries and all kinds of stuff, because I'm not willing to go in this other direction. And they said,
Wow.
oh, it's just, it was so, and then they told me, and you said about the body, I said, Roger has used his entire life and his body to come to his spiritual self, to develop that. And many of you do that. Oh,
Mm,
so they told me to do a session for tomorrow. And so then this is what came up today, in anticipation, because they want me to talk about it tomorrow. I know, I'm sure that's going to
mm.
be, and it's going to come through tomorrow. Oh, wait a minute. I think I need to, oh, no, it's fine. I didn't have the sound. Okay, okay. So this is where it began.
Wow. Oh shit.
That's why I said I had to show you what you did.
Yikes. It was massive. February. Choose you want it to be. Please.
There was another thing, then another thing happened. I have to show you this too. It gets better.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. And so then, oh, this is the one that they gave us in 2012. They said, we want you to do this, to know this now. Where your
Mm.
world is, this is what,
What's your expansion? Expansion shit, as well as that,
that,
from
that's
all that is. Holy shit. Or mass
oh, wait,
consciousness.
there's more, there's more.
Key intent, and all others are always operating from let us say. Oh, it will help you to examine only your personal history without be able to draw evidence. Yikes. Whoa. I'm having
Mhm.
a moment right now.
No, there's more, because you said some other words. What did you say about operating? You said operation, you said, you mentioned something. You said something about your
Yeah,
operation. Okay,
like the
after,
operating system.
yeah, so they told me, okay, we gave you everything you needed to know in 2012. And then a couple of days later, he said, and we gave you the title. The title is Your Life Operating Instructions. Yeah,
Wow.
that's what came through. This morning, they said, and this time you're not going to stop. They keep telling me that you're supposed, this is the time. There are many, your world, people, they need you. You've got to get out of the way now and do this. And so I do this message this morning. I come to computer, I go to Facebook, and you know how the Facebook memory comes up.
Yeah.
And this happened.
Wow.
It was this. This was the memory that was there. Where Nikki started. Okay.
Wow.
This date, 2012.
Wow. I think people truly see the value in having people surrounding me who see the world as it is and not just as they are. Wow. Yikes.
And it's fine. What I've got to do is incorporate and balance and all of that. And that's what because I've got people who are like, you need this. And so that, and then there was something else. What was it? I don't know. It's just been, I've been going down, the studies that they've been leading me to have been, so that I could not miss anything. It just keeps happening. And I just have to, and they said that this event and so they're going, I know they're going to talk about it tomorrow because the other part is what they're using this for is to get everyone to believe, to trust more in their connectedness to all that is and their divine plan, to understand that they're not in the right place, because they keep saying every and when the sessions start, they always say, we have waited for you your entire lives. We're so happy you're here. We've waited for you your entire lives. Like, what? Yeah.
Wow.
It's, oh wow, this is something. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm going to do. But you look at what you I know,
I'm like really having a moment right now.
That's what I told you. You need, oh wait, no, there was more. There was more. I did one other thing. They had me no. I shared, I gotta find this because they said just go into, because I don't typically do this, but today they said do it, and then now I know why, because you said it. Here it is. Okay. They okay, here it okay, one more. One more for you. Let me just see here to see your okay, here it is. This is, yeah, okay. So I just said, I'm just sitting here before I went out and I said, yeah, that.
Wow, you're in the right place. Oh, those changes have been shoot during the solstice. I said what makes you put home against one of us. You are safe. Oh shit.
I know everything that was coming out of your mouth, I'm going, really?
Wow.
Because I don't typically do stuff like that, but they had me do this, and I know that when that comes, when I'm doing those arbitrary things, it's to develop more confirmation. It's developed this, word trust and belief, and that's what I'm just listening for. Okay, wow.
I mean, I'm really grateful. Thank you for sharing that with me, because
I had to. They were yelling at me, to show her what she did.
Wow, I'm so grateful. Yeah. Wow, thank you.
Thank you, my dear. This is wonderful. This is the time. We're going to create wonderful things. I don't know. I just know that I'm supposed to be out there. It's supposed to be bigger. I'm supposed to make a lot of money. And I'm supposed to do all that stuff to help a bunch of folks. That's what I'm going to do. So
yes, you will. Expansion, just expand.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. This is great.
You're most welcome, Roger.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful trip. How long are you going to be gone?
So I'm not gonna be gone for long. I'm just gonna go for like 5 days because my parents live there. And then I'm going back to Houston, back to the US.
Okay. All right. Well, that'll be good though. It'll be great to get out. Yeah, good. Yeah. All right. Well, have a wonderful time. All right.
Thank you.
See you soon. Thank you.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Oh, okay.